Hello and welcome to the Plan B guide to the Chimaeron encounter within the Blackwing Descent. My name is Rizz and I'm going to be running through the strat that we've used to overcome this boss. So the raiding configuration that we've chosen is 2 tanks, 3 heals and 5 DPS. Okay, so I'm going to run through basically starting with the tanks. Tanks, obviously we have a main tank and an off tank. Our main tank holds Chimaeron for the majority of the fight. Now the off tank job here is to make sure he soaks up the double attack. So Chimaeron gains a buff, which is double attack, and once obviously the off tank absorbs the 2 hits, our main tank taunts Chimaeron back to make sure he's taking the damage while our off tank gets topped back up to take the next double attack. So you can see it there, there's a little debuff. And yep, so you can see our tank swapping is going well there. Okay, so the other thing to be aware of is he'll be throwing out caustic slime at everyone. Now, he'll be choosing 2 people at a time to be doing this to, which will reduce their health to 1 HP. Now, on top of that, you can see we just had a massacre, which he does it to everyone. So the trick is to make sure that everyone is above 10k HP at pretty much all times. Other than that, it's not necessary to top them up anymore. Any more than that is pretty much overhealing. Now the reason we don't die from it is because there's a little bot running around spewing out gas, protecting us from any damage as long as we're over, or preventing us from dying as long as we're over 10k HP. However, he does go into a system failure, at which point Chimaeron goes into a feud, he fights himself, but everyone has to basically be topped up, because he will throw caustic slime at, again, 2 people, but we don't have a bot to protect us. So we have to stack up, share the damage, and obviously healers are going to do a lot of work in order to top us up so that we don't die from that damage. So once the system failure ends, we've got to spread back out, and obviously it's a rinse and repeat. So basically I'll just recap on a few of those points. Make sure you stay at range 6. If you are too close to someone else, as I said, he normally throws out 2 caustic slimes, but if you're too close to someone else, it will affect anyone within 6 yards of a person who gets hit with caustic slime. So yeah, that was a lot of sort of repeating myself, but again, it needs to be aware. So you can see there the priest was close to me, and my little bar's gone red off to the right hand side there, so I've moved across, making sure I'm 6 yards away from him. Okay, so that's pretty much all of phase 1. I'm going to explain phase 2 real quick. He enters phase 2 at 20%. Now the trick with phase 2 is to make sure that everyone spreads themselves out as much as possible, and healers basically stop healing. Healing effectiveness is reduced by 90%. So healing becomes completely implausible. So our tanks generally run off to the far sides of the room. Here DPS also do the same, and basically we just try and reset our aggro at each point we can. So you can see there that the boss is now just hit 27%. We're all spreading out for massacre. Just waiting for the phase push. Obviously the healers are trying to get us up as much as possible, just in case we do take a hit we may survive. And we've just lost a tank who is about to get battle rezzed, so that we can obviously get a little bit more kiting in this second phase here. So you can see there he's just gained the ability Mortality. Okay, our off tank is just about to die. Okay, we've lost our first person. Obviously we've saved hero for this particular phase, or time warp, either is fine. We're spread out as much as possible. I've popped my mirror images, which are actually going to tank for us fairly soon. We're about to lose our warrior there. Okay, so he's focusing on my mirror images, having a bit of a healthy snack on them. Okay, so he's about to take me, so I hit my ice block. Obviously I'm trying to reset my aggro as much as possible. Healers in this phase are also DPSing. Basically that's the whole encounter, guys. Hopefully that's been enough information for you to successfully overcome this boss. Again, my name's been Rizz. from Plan B who will find us on Aim and Thul. Cheers, and all the best. Cheers.